So Project Quakers is a strategic partnership between Penn Medicine, Wellness at Penn, and the Center for Public Health Initiatives. And through that, what we want to do, or what we're doing, is to deliver saliva-based tests to students, faculty, staff, and the greater Penn community to keep everyone safe. Through frequent testing, we can quickly identify individuals that are COVID positive, and then that way mitigate or hopefully slow down exposures for other individuals in our Penn community.
So we're very fortunate as an institution to have a health system of our own. And in partnership with Penn Medicine, the university was able to build a testing infrastructure from scratch so that we knew reliably what would be available and when. We didn't just repurpose something, we bought new machines, we partnered with Penn Medicine, bought reagents, and that's how we were able to scale up our testing capacity internally rather than depend on the ebb and flow on the commercial market of test kits available, about delays potentially, and results being sent back.
I was the lead project executive, so I was in charge of getting the groups together to pool both the university teams and the Penn Medicine teams to ensure that we had a complete plan from setting up the facilities, working on the supply chains, setting up and planning for the collection sites, and then actually building and fitting out the laboratories so that we could actually perform the testing once the students were able to come back on the campus. So we were able to overcome all the constraints around supply chain issues, personnel issues, as well as facilities and equipment availability. You know, when I look back, a project like this normally would take more than a year to implement. So that to have it from an idea to go live in less than 6 months was truly amazing.
A lot of individuals were selected that had different expertise, different background from IT, health, clinical, operations, to come on and make this happen. I think it was really a great organic partnership. You know, it's one of those things you don't know how well it's going to work until actually you get into it. And so the reallocations for myself, the regional managers, which all 3 regional managers that report up to me come from athletics, whose work there translates really well to what we do here. The reallocations really made sense to get this up and going as quickly as possible.
My role, I work with all the external groups coming in to utilize athletic space every day. And so with that, we have some of the larger events that can have anywhere from 4,000 people upwards of 8 to 10,000 people that are coming to an event. You know, what we're doing here is basically having an event at 6 locations each day where you have hundreds, potentially a couple thousand people coming to a location. So very similar transition of we want to have good customer service and run through everyone efficiently. They're there for one thing, let's get them in, let's get them out, make sure they understand how to get the results. That similarity is definitely something, you know, you're coming to an event, you have a ticket, and you want to go and watch a game, a lot of similarities in that standpoint.
My focus with Project Quaker has been on the facility aspects as well as the supply, receiving, and distribution. I work with the site supervisors that we have hired to ensure the facilities are prepped daily, address any issues, power outages. Wind in the tents has been a huge issue this semester. We have received over 100 pallets of supplies that we are currently storing in the Palestra, and those supplies get distributed daily out to the site. So we have little small storage areas at the sites that we keep a few days worth of supplies, but we restock those locations weekly with the necessary PPE, testing tubes, cleaning supplies, and whatnot to keep the operations going.
When you come out on campus, a beautiful day like today, you see students can sit at a table and enjoy a meal. It don't have to be sequestered to their rooms. Then I think that's really gives us purpose and lets us see why we're doing this and why we get up every day and that we make sure that we're going through all of these things that we're not normally used to make sure that this is a success for everyone.
It's knowing that what we're doing every day is keeping the Penn community, surrounding community safe. We're helping our students and faculty continue to learn, continue to teach, continue to grow as individuals on campus, helping these kids realize their goals and dreams of graduating from the University of Pennsylvania, getting to that graduation date safely, and being able to come back and be part of this community.